Make it out.
Right,
Don't make it out.
Don't matter. You're nice so hard.
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, you know what I'm saying?
Top flight, baby. Yeah.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Come on out here.
We coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. You know what I mean? Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't, check it in.
Oh well. Check your ass out.
We gonna check you in, all right. We gonna check in all of your equipment. We gonna check in all of your equipment.
Eugene Big U Henley Jr., a well-known Los Angeles music executive and reputed leader of the Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips, has been indicted on 43 federal charges, marking one of the largest criminal cases against an alleged street gang leader in recent years. Federal authorities accuse Henley of running a criminal enterprise responsible for a wide range of illegal activities, including murder, extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and tax evasion. The indictment, unsealed earlier this week, alleges that Henley used his influence in the hip-hop industry and gang culture to establish and operate what prosecutors call the Big U enterprise. This organization, which reportedly functioned like a mafia-style syndicate, engaged in criminal activities dating back to at least 2010. Among the most serious charges is the murder of 23-year-old aspiring rapper Rayshawn Williams in 2021. Prosecutors claim Williams was targeted and killed after releasing a diss track aimed at Henley, which allegedly disrespected his reputation. Witnesses have stated that Williams was lured to a studio session before being fatally shot. Additionally, the indictment outlines an extensive extortion scheme in which Henley and his associates allegedly coerced musicians, athletes, and other high-profile individuals into paying check-in fees when visiting Los Angeles. Those who refused to comply reportedly faced threats and, in some cases, physical violence.
We've been outside all day. I got the big guy with me himself. You heard? Big U, I've been taking him through Harlem. We actually in a bodega right now. Just finished doing the interview. I'm high off that champagne in that Zai apartment. I'm sweating and shit like that. But he got the show. Look, he got cameras on us at World Stars called Check In. Now he ain't come to check in. He just came to get some of this love. You heard? If you ain't got none of this love, I don't know how it's gonna go for you. You heard? But all we doing is spreading love on this side. You heard? We got a lot of things straight. We cleared up a lot of things.
A lot of you niggas owe some apologies. Neighborhood. Bitches.
Vamp life. You heard? We on 12th Street, the infamous. You heard? RP to the infamous Frisch. Nobody gonna ever do it like him. You heard? That's the truth. But we here, man. Don't nothing change, man. We always outside. If you'd like to come speak to me, come to Harlem. Come get some of this love. It won't change. You heard?
In addition to violent crimes, Big U is accused of running a complex financial fraud operation that allegedly laundered millions of dollars through fake businesses, fraudulent tax filings, and embezzlement for nonprofit organizations. One of the most damning allegations involves Developing Options, a nonprofit Henley founded to help at-risk youth and reduce gang violence in Los Angeles. The organization received substantial government grants, private donations, and corporate sponsorships over the years. However, prosecutors claim that instead of using the funds for community programs, Henley embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars by funneling the money into personal bank accounts and dummy corporations. Court documents reveal that some of the fraudulent transactions included fake payroll expenses. Henley allegedly listed ghost employees on the nonprofit's books and collected their salaries. Luxury purchases. Investigators say embezzled funds were used to buy high-end cars, jewelry, designer clothing, and vacations. Shell companies. Authorities identified multiple businesses tied to Henley that existed only on paper, allegedly used to move illicit money undetected. Federal investigators also uncovered evidence of tax evasion and wire fraud, accusing Henley of failing to report substantial income over the past decade. According to the indictment, Henley allegedly underreported earnings from his music industry dealings and real estate ventures, avoiding millions in taxes. His businesses allegedly submitted fraudulent loan applications for COVID-19 relief funds, pocketing over $1 million in federal pandemic aid meant for struggling small businesses. Investigators claim Henley used multiple bank accounts under different names to hide his earnings and avoid detection. Prosecutors allege that Henley leveraged his reputation as a feared street figure to extort money from entertainers, athletes, and Los Angeles business owners. He allegedly demanded protection fees from artists visiting LA, threatening retaliation if they didn't pay up. Some celebrities reportedly complied out of fear, while others were physically assaulted or had their businesses vandalized after refusing to cooperate.
The youngsters get out and then they have to have an experience before they realize, I should have checked in. You know what I mean? Or I should have called, or I should have been moving a certain way. And so they get out and they might be under your banner, but then they not respecting the banner. They ain't calling you. They got your number, they know who you is, but they feel like they bigger than the program. You know, you got a lot of
Human trafficking allegations. One of the most disturbing aspects of the indictment against Eugene Big U, Henley involved human trafficking and forced prostitution. Prosecutors allege that Henley and members of his organization coerced, manipulated, and physically abused young women, forcing them into sex work under the guise of providing opportunities in the entertainment industry. According to the indictment, Henley and his associates targeted vulnerable women and minors, many of whom came from broken homes or unstable financial situations. Prosecutors claim they used a mix of false promises, intimidation, and outright violence to control victims. Some of the tactics included offering industry opportunities. Victims were allegedly told they would be introduced to celebrities, receive modeling contracts, or get help launching music careers. Drugs and addiction. Authorities say Henley's operation supplied drugs to some women to make them dependent and easier to manipulate. Threats and violence. Victims who tried to leave were allegedly beaten, threatened with weapons, and had their families targeted. The indictment also alleges that Henley was involved in interstate human trafficking, meaning victims were transported across California, Nevada, Arizona, and Texas for sex work. Prosecutors claim they have evidence, including hotel receipts, surveillance footage, and text messages, showing that Henley and his associates managed an underground trafficking ring spanning multiple states. Federal authorities also suspect that some of these women were used for VIP escort services, catering to high-profile clients in the entertainment industry, though no celebrity names have been publicly revealed yet. If convicted on all counts, Henley faces a maximum sentence of life in federal prison.